Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Edwin back again for Strictly Comics, and let's give this a second try. I'm just shooting this again because I realized I didn't have my audio on. But anyways, all right. So before I get started, I want to let you guys know that every Tuesday I will be doing a live chat with JLS Comics. That's his YouTube channel, JLS Comics Jesse. Go ahead and check him out. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. He's very ambitious and enthusiastic about the comic book community and industry. Very passionate. Good guy. Real good guy. Go ahead and check him out. We're going to be talking about this week CGC and CBCS graded comic books and comic book pressing. This video that I'm about to do right now was kind of an inspiration toward that live chat that we're going to do this Tuesday, primarily because I was very educated from this haul that you guys are about to see. It was an expensive education, but I was still educated nonetheless, and I was very glad that I experienced it, even though it cost me quite a bit of money. That being said, there's really just a lot to talk about. I'm not going to cover a lot of it in this video because I don't want to make this video go on too long. I'm really going to just run through this. What I'm about to show you guys are my CBCS submissions. My first submission, well, I submitted one book, but it wasn't for me. It was for a client a couple years ago. So this is actually my first submission for myself. And as you can see, we got the new CBCS labels, which I am not a fan of. It doesn't look very professional in my opinion. It looks kind of comic booky and kind of I don't know. It just doesn't look very professional. And, you know, when I look at CGC yellow labels, those yellow labels are screaming similar to the background to the this right here that the book is actually on. CBCS's yellow labels are just kind of, they're yellow, but they're not screaming like how CGC does. And I really hope that they change that because and it isn't just me. A lot of people I've talked to just are not a fan of this new label. So it was kind of one of those things. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So why they fix it, I don't know. But anyways, let's get right into it. Before I get started, I want to give you guys a heads up. All these comic books will be for sale. They're already for sale, listed on my eBay page. A link to that and a link to JLS Comics YouTube channel will be in the description below. All these books are priced at retail. If you have any questions or concerns or you're seriously interested in purchasing any of these, just message me. I'm not, without understanding, I'm not unreasonable. It's just low ball offers I'm just going to ignore. So go ahead and hit me up if you're interested in any of these books. Also check out my Instagram. I have my Instagram and where you can see a lot of these books among other things. So yeah, with that being said, sorry about all the plugs, but I got to get that stuff in there. Let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, Secret Wars issue number 1 got back as an 8.5. I'll tell you guys that when I submit books now, I pre-grade them because if I'm not going to come back with a high grade, there's really no point in me sending it in. So I'm going to pre-grade, in my amateurish opinion, on what I believe these books will come back as. This one I had pre-graded at like a 9.2. As you can see, it's much lower than I had thought. But I didn't really want to submit this book anyways because I knew it wasn't going to come back as a really high grade. But I had my exec sign it, and plus it was issue number 1. So I just kind of bit the bullet and just had him do it anyways. You know, just because it didn't really make much sense. Because if I was going to sell it, which I knew I was going to, it's almost near impossible to sell books with a signature, but no COA or no yellow label or anything like that's really, really hard. So that's pretty much the reason why I submitted it. And I got, as you can see, a pretty low grade on it. All right, here's issue number 2. 9.4. I had this one pre-graded at a 9.8, 9.6 worst case. Usually when I do a pre-grade, I give the best grade that I see the book as, and I give a potential worst grade that the book would go as. I had this book worst case scenario as a 9.6. I got a 9.4. I can't say I don't agree with it because through my expensive education, from my experience with CBCS, I understand why they gave it a 9.4. One thing I actually do like about CBCS is that they give you the grader's notes for free. They don't charge you for them like CGC, because when you get these books and they don't come out as you expected, you start to question and wonder, well, why didn't this come back as a 9.8, or why didn't it come back as whatever grade I was thinking? CBCS gives you those notes, which are valuable in my opinion. That's actually part of the reasons why I'm going with them. Now, CGC will give you those grader notes, but there's an additional charge, additional fee to have those notes, which is just completely stupid. Just another way that they found to overcharge people for stuff. So this came back as a 9.4. This is a good book, 9.8. Most of these books are signed, you guys. As you can see, most are signed with Michael Zeck's signature. Had to get it in gold. If you guys have watched my videos in the past, you know that I've showed these books when I first got them like 2 or 3 years ago. Then I showed them again when I got them signed like 2 or 3 months ago. And here I am showing them a third time once they've gone through the grading process. So this is the final end of this book until somebody buys it, and then I'm going to send it off. But I had this as a 9.8, 9.6 prediction. Very gorgeous cover. I really couldn't be happier with this. And you guys, please keep in mind, these books are from 1984. These books are 32. What do I mean 20? 32 years old. So these books are in exceptional condition for the age that they are. All right, next I got a 9.6. Some of you might be asking, well, why isn't it yellow labeled? Well, the reason why is because Michael Zeck didn't do anything on this book. Bob Layton was the artist in this book, and Bob Layton wasn't at the convention, so I couldn't get him to sign it. But with that dark cover, it would have been great to have a silver or gold signature right in the middle, but still, it's all good. Again, I had this predicted as a 9.6, 9.8. Came back as a 9.6. You know, can't really go wrong with it because it was within my worst case scenario prediction. So it is what it is, but I'm still, happy to have it. Here we are with issue number 5. Same thing, 9.6. Really gorgeous cover here. Very vibrant colors. You got Rogue, Spiderman, Avengers, Wolverine. These type of covers you don't see too much anymore, where you got like multiple team players on one cover. So very awesome book to have. And here we are with another 9.8. Gorgeous book here. About the best you can get. Mike Zeck gold signature right there in the middle of the book, almost middle top. Man, just I look at a lot of these books, and if I didn't need the money or just had a crap load of money, I'd keep most, if not all, of these books. But I can't. And I knew that I wasn't going to keep these books when I submitted them. They were strictly for selling, mostly because I couldn't sell them for a decent enough price raw and sign. So I kind of went through the submission process just so I get the most bang for my buck. And here we are, issue number 7. Very nice cover. Very vibrant cover. This one came back as a 9.2. I think I predicted a 9.4, 9.6, or 9.6, 9.8. I did kind of notice that I had these little tears near the staple, so that's pretty much the reason why this book got the grade that it did. But, for a book that's 32 years old, it's still a pretty nice grade, I guess. Me I don't, I'm not going to buy anything bronze unless it's a 9.4 to a 9.8. Is this bronze or copper? Yeah, I think it's copper. Yeah, I think it's copper reach. But anyways, got that. All right, this is the actual first yellow label 9.6, and the only one I think that I have. I didn't. It's issue number 9. A lot of you guys might be saying, "Well, dude, where's your issue number 8?" Well, issue number 8 is getting cleaned and pressed. I decided to give CBCS's preferred presser a tryout. So I submitted some books to him, just kind of a test run. So once that comes back, I will do a video on it. I'm going to keep number 8 when it comes back just because it's an iconic cover. First appearance of the black costume. Plus, I had Mike Zeck do a Venom remark on it, which was expensive. But, how often do you run into these people unless you're just rich and you're going to all these conventions? So I got him to do that. It was nice enough to have it cleaned and pressed. So I can't wait to get that back so I can show you guys what the outcome of that book is. But this one right here is still a nice book nonetheless. Nice Mike Zeck signature right there, and a 9.6. Issue number 10. Very awesome cover right here, guys. This is a sick cover. Mike Zeck had a bunch of these covers as prints. I almost got one, but he had other prints that I wanted. And plus, I'm not a huge Dr. Doom fan, but man, a 9.8. This is a very, very nice copy of this book right here. So again, if you're interested, check out my eBay store. And here we are with issue number 11. As a 9.2. I think I had this one as a 9.6, 9.8. Again, there's a lot of things that I overlooked or didn't take into consideration. One of the things that we're going to talk about this Tuesday night is that these grading companies have gotten stricter on their grading, which is good, I guess, because I'd rather have the truth, even if it hurts, than have some kind of inflated, fluffy product, just because you're trying to make a buck. Because in the end, it makes me look bad, especially if I try to resell it. But once these things get slabbed with the grade, that's pretty much what it is, until you reopen it and resubmit it. So. And the last issue for this series, issue number 12, 8.5. I can't remember what I had this one pre-graded as, but I'm pretty sure it was much higher than this. But it's got tears near the staple. Actually, they're pretty bad tears. And it's got a dent in the corner. So even though I was upset about it after looking at my notes, after re-examining the book, I can't say that I disagree with the grade. I was thinking more of a 9.0, but that's just me. I'm not a professional grader. So that completes my run of the Secret Wars. I got the entire run all graded. So got that. And last but not least, Wolverine number 75, 9.8. I think a lot of us know what this book consists of. This one was signed by Adam Kubert. He asked me where I wanted it signed. I said, sign it on Wolverine's chest. And he did. I actually forgot about the black. Forgot that he was using a black pen. Otherwise, I'd have got him to sign in a different color. But the black still shows up nicely on Wolverine's chest. But you know, and here's another example. I think I had this one as a 9698. I actually kind of disagreed with the grade. I know, as tough as that may sound. And the reason why is because if anybody watched Comic Book Man, like their second season, when the one guy came in with the Walking Dead issue #1, and he wanted like 500 for it, and Walt wasn't giving him what he wanted. He was thinking like 460. On that book, there was what Walt called schmegma. And this book, I think, had a little bit of it, especially like on the back, like these little spots. You can't see it, but these little spots that a nice cleaning would have done it some justice. And it has just a tiny bit of schmegma, and it still came back as a 9.8. So, hey, it is what it is. You know, I'm not going to argue with them. I'm not going to say, hey, you guys got this wrong. I need a lower grade. But this one is for sale as well. I've actually thought about keeping this one just because of what this cover represents. I was actually collecting comics as a kid when this Fatal Attraction story arc came out. So there's a lot of sentimental value here. There's a lot of touching of my emotions with this book right here. But, you know, I have other copies that are signed, but I haven't submitted them. So I may just roll with those. But for now, this book is for sale. So that's it, you guys. That's it with this video. I don't want it to get too long. It's already going on quite a while. Please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Again, check out our YouTube live chat over at JLS Comics with Jesse. Check out my Instagram and check out my eBay store if you're interested in any of these. Or if you have a decent offer, go ahead and message me. Again, I'm not without understanding or without reason. So that's it, you guys. I hope you guys liked it. Take care. Be good out there. God bless you guys. Peace.